After several weeks reading in the book of Exodus about all of the materials that were needed to build the Mishkan, otherwise known as the tabernacle or the wilderness sanctuary that God had instructed the Israelites to do, and they had brought all of these materials. And then last week we had the interruption of the building of the golden calf, and this week we get ourselves back on track, and finally we have the building of the tabernacle. But before that, there's a repetition that we must observe the Shabbat. And the rabbis in the Talmud saw the juxtaposition of the commandment to observe the Shabbat and then immediately followed by the building of the Mishkan. That what were we to understand is work has to be what is not building the tabernacle. That work isn't just what we happen to define in our heads, but actually specific things that were done to build, to create that holy sanctuary. That even holy work was supposed to be suspended on Shabbat. They created what they're known as 39 labors that we are not to do. Sometimes people say to me, Rabbi, you tell people not to work on Shabbat, but look at you up there, you're working. And I say, well, it's not one of the 39 labors of Shabbat that the rabbis ascertained from this Torah portion. It's not just what I do for a living, but it has to do with actually building and creating. That on Shabbats, we refrain from doing work because on Shabbats, for 25 hours, it's perfection, and what is there for us to do? That we can put things aside and leave it up to God. That no matter what we do tomorrow, the sun's going to rise. We don't need to set our alarm to make sure that it does. We only need to set our alarm when we have to go and do work. And so for 24 hours, we just let that go. And let God take care of the world, and we take care of ourselves. And so as we welcome this Shabbat, we think about letting go. Letting go of building, of creating, of changing, of trusting that if we don't do anything, the world will continue on its course. It's a way to decenter ourselves from the universe. It's not all about us, that we're part of a greater whole, a greater picture. To remember our minor part that we play in the universe. And when we do so, to be re-energized for the week ahead. So we take a few moments as we now prepare to settle into Shabbat. I said to the cantor as I came in to the building today, I feel like I often on Fridays just kind of careen into Shabbat. Here we go, ready to stop now. Because Friday, as it is for many of us, is a busy day, finishing whatever we need to for the week in our jobs or at school. And then we land here in the sanctuary, and we haven't had a chance to breathe yet. So we take a moment now to take a few deep breaths, to let go, to marvel at the wonder of the universe that can function without us for a day, and to take this time for joy, for rest, for holiness, for ourselves, for our loved ones, and for the world. So I encourage you to find a comfortable seat, to roll your shoulders back a few times. Many of us spend too much time hunched over the computer. To find a comfortable seat so that we are sitting erect, but also comfortable. And now to take those breaths into our abdomen. And again. Breathing in rest and relaxation, our eyes closed or gently gazing in front of us. Breathing out any remnants of stress from the week that has passed. That whatever we have put aside will be there for us on Sunday. But now we get to let go. So take a few moments to yourself now.
לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב, לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה. לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב, לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה. Hey